Hi, and welcome back to Animals, Authors, and Art, presented by 100 Miles. I'm Stephanie. Today we are reading Way Down Below Deep by Nancy Rains Day and David Sheldon. Let's get started. Way down below the deep, where the sun never goes, imagine the creatures that nobody knows. Through the deep sea fills up with most of the Earth's total space, we are just finding out about the life in this place. From depths black as ink peer the world's largest eyes. Have you seen a car's hubcap? They are much the same size. Yet a giant squid's eyes should not be cause for such a fuss on a body that's larger than any school bus. The colossal squid may be even bigger than the giant squid. The fangtooth does not find its small prey by seeing, but sensing the water stirred up by the fish fleeing. This curious creature won't get by on its looks. Instead, it has big fangs that lets it spear food on its hooks. The fangtooth has a special padding in its mouth so its teeth don't get stuck into its brain. In the dark, silent waters these creatures call home. The most of the residents carry a light of their own. These lanternfish headlights give them quite an assist. They flip on their high beams and the mates can't resist. Lanternfish have very large eyes for their size, the better to see in the dark. The anglerfishes, with lights as their bait, she snatches her catch while she's laying in wait. Her mate is so very much smaller than she is. He hooks on with his mouth so he's not lost at sea. Deep sea anglerfish also walk on the ocean with fins like feet. This octopus twists up and stretches and shrinks so predators get confused. They can't think. Tiny crustaceans are drawn to its light. They stick to its net and can't let go. This octopus suckers don't hold on to things. They glow. That is why it's called the glowing sucker octopus. Though oxygen is plentiful up near the air, in the deepest of oceans there's not much to spare. The blood of this vampire does not need much, since squids use it wisely for living and such. The vampire squid eats stinking bites of dead bodies, poop and snot. Ew. Occasionally, whale bones sink to the floor and furnish fine foods for a century or more. The bones sprout some palm trees. Really? Whale worms. With bones of this size, worms don't have to take turns. Sharks, crabs, and more feed on whale meat for 10 years to expose the bones of the skeleton to whale worms. Way down below deep, it's so cold plants can't bud, but sea pigs or sea cucumbers graze on rich mud. Are they animals, vegetables? Borders are blurred, so here is a hint: they move in a herd. Sea cucumbers have no brains. From vents in the bottom pours liquid so hot that nothing could live, at least it should not. Yet here there are creatures incredibly strange. They make for themselves truly at home on their range. As chemicals rise up in rotten egg fumes, they grab up by tube worms with giant plumes. We thought that no food could be made without sun, but here in the dark, smelly fumes get it done. Tube worms can grow taller than a man in a few years. Inside these creatures and out, make sugar from chemicals plenty about. These miniature factories feed multitudes. Snails, clams, and mussels fill up with good food. Food chain: the crab eats and grazes, the octopus eats the crab. In the deepest of depths, there's so much water on top. It's like hippos on every square inch start to hop. That intense kind of pressure would crush you and me, yet creatures with bodies like jelly float free. Comb jellies lasso their prey with sticky tentacles. A siphonophore is a creature or creatures with parts that are clones with very small features. They all get together to swim and to hunt and to be the world's longest from back up to front. Some parts of these animals catch their prey. Some eat and some swim. Now, lights, camera, action. The deep sea revealed. These creatures are not just imagined, they are real. All sorts of species, 10 millions or more. They won't even have names until we look and explore. Well, thank you for joining me from the book. Now we're going to move on to the craft with Christy.
Our art project this week is creating a deep sea anglerfish like this one. Visit our website, 100miles.org/animals, authors, and art for complete instructions. To get started with this project, I drew all the fish parts on the backside of a couple of empty cereal boxes using a ruler. This included the parts that make up the body, the eye, and the teeth. I then painted all the parts of my fish, cut them out, and assembled them together. I didn't have brads or a pipe cleaner, so I used a few extra twist ties I had in my house. You can improvise any of the materials for this project with things you already have. Feel free to get creative. Again, for a complete set of instructions for this project, visit our website, 100miles.org/animals, authors, and art.
Well, thanks for joining us today, and don't forget to check out all of our other programmings at 100miles/digital education, and we'll see you on another day.